Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog. I've literally just finished the one from last week, and I've literally just mentioned as well in the last week's vlog that I'm having a rethink about my content a little bit. I've found that for the past like what 2-3 weeks I've just been uploading vlogs. Now there's nothing wrong with that except for the fact that I'm not actually reading, so they're not really weekly reading vlogs. They're me having weekly breakdowns and just chatting with you vlogs. So yeah. I'm thinking about maybe potentially kind of changing up my content a little bit, maybe like saying I'm definitely going to upload once a week. Maybe it'll be like a sit down video, or maybe it will be a vlog, and we'll just go from there and see what happens. I've got so much content that I'd love to get out for you guys, but for some reason just like sitting down and filming is not the one for me at the minute. And I think part of that, and a big part of that actually, is the reason that I'm just not reading. So the idea of like creating content to promote books to you guys, apart from like opening them on my channel, I don't feel like I can properly, because I'm not reading to give you backstory and information and, you know, the bookish content that I'm meant to be bringing. I just don't feel like I'm doing that to the best of my ability. So I'm gonna have a rethink and just see what I can do. Maybe take some of the pressure off myself. Also, maybe if I stop, I love vlogging. Do not get me wrong, I absolutely love this, because talking to you like this is it's so easy. I absolutely love it. I just want to kind of maybe take a step back from doing the vlogs. I know my friend Lisa did this a while ago. She stopped doing the weekly reading vlogs so that she could have more time to like do themed stuff and all that sort of thing. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that I would love to kind of maybe take a step back and stop forcing myself to read things week on week, because I don't feel like I am the kind of reader that you see on many booktube channels who smash out 2, 3, 4, whatever books a week and they can talk about them. That's not me. I'm a slow reader. I'm coming to terms with that. I don't want to put any more pressure on myself, because I think there's a lot of pressure on myself already, and I already feel like I'm letting everyone down so much all the time. It's a horrible feeling. And that's not to like get pity or anything, that is just how I feel. Obviously I see comments flying around all the time about people who review books and they get them and they don't review them, and it's not the intention to do that at all. So maybe taking a step back from doing the reading vlogs will help, and then I can maybe concentrate more on doing more of a themed reading vlog that I could upload every now and again. Like some weeks maybe I'll have 2 videos to upload for you guys, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing this at the start of June maybe. So I obviously am weekly reading and vlogging this week for you, and then, or maybe I might put this into play from next week, because from next week I go away. But I do like vlogging when I'm away, so maybe I'll do like odd travel videos. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, or there just might be some weeks where I don't vlog, because the idea of doing vlogs, again, I love them, but I am not the sort of person that can vlog and do weekly reading vlogs and then somehow also read books for, you know, a dragon vlog, or reading arcs or indie books. I can't do both. I don't read enough to have enough books to do both. And then if I do the whole like, well, I'll read 2 books, I read multiple books a week, I don't finish them but I read them, and I'm gonna vlog a weekly reading vlog, and then I'll talk about the other book that I'm also reading in a separate video, I forget about the separate video. I'm not very good at that whole like splitting my content, I suppose. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I have just had this drop through my door. I'm going to cover this because I don't know whose address that is. It's not from Amazon. It's got a Royal Mail thing on the front. So we're going to see what it is. And we're going to be surprised about it. I don't think it is my arc somehow of The Last Shield. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, email Angry Robot about that today. and just say, just to let you know, I don't think it's gum. What's this? As if. This is so cool. It's my Arc of Demon's Tears. There's me saying about arcs. Look at it. How cool is this? It's by R.E. Sanders. They are an indie author. I've got a little note in the front that is signed, which is so cool. Welcome traveller to the Jintakai. I really hope I'm saying that right. Take your first steps across these ancient lands where gods are missing, fate and destiny are hollow lies, and danger lurks in every corner. Your journey is just beginning. What will you see on your way? And then it's signed by the author. That is so cool. So the author was born in England and moved to Wales to study archaeology. He published the novella Tan's Last Stand and a novel A Path of Blades, both set in the same world. He lives in Cardiff. Okay, so this book says, no prophecies, no destiny, the new heroes of our time shall choose themselves. The Jantakai, the lands of the twin swords, are divided. War threatens every border. Crime infests countries like a disease, and the gods themselves have faded away. Beneath this turbulent arena, an ancient malicious power begins to wake. The whole world is dry tinder waiting for a spark. Old friends Elia and Nastya must rediscover how to trust one another as they navigate the underworld of Anish. Ian is a young soldier of Ban Agar, whose dreams of glory turn out to be a nightmare. Driven by necessity, their quests will force them to travel further and through more dangers than they could have imagined. At the heart of it all, a blood-red ruby gleams, sending out a siren call. A frantic chase begins, those who would possess it unaware of the danger it holds. Glory and riches await the victor, and for the losers, the only prize will be death. Who will claim the demon's tear? How cool does that sound? It sounds so cool. Thank you again to the author for sending me a copy. I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, it's got a map. It's got a map. We love a map on this channel. We love fantasy on this channel. It's so cool. And all of the... There's quite a few maps actually. This is so cool. Amazing. Thank you so much. I can't wait to dive into this. And again, this is like a big part of the whole... I want to kind of try and figure out what I'm doing so I can provide more content for you guys to talk about these things, but also content for you guys, I don't know, just like making everything, I want to make everything better. I just feel like at the minute my content is very stagnant, it's very the same, and I could do better. So I need to do better. And if that means cutting vlogs so that I can actually like concentrate on filming other content and, you know, reading other books, then so be it. That's what I'm going to need to do. Also, I've had my Spiffbo allocation. Full Spiffbo 10, which I'm very excited about. I've also been given one of the few books that I actually recognise in our batch to read, and I feel as though everyone on my team who has read this book is already like, either you will like this or not. You will like this or you're out, is actually a word they have said, so I hope I like it. I'm sure I will. I've got high hopes for that specific book. And then the other ones I actually haven't heard of. So my favourite thing about Spiffbo and Spiffbo 10, being part of like Spiffbo judging even, is that I discover books that I would never have discovered really, because I get given a batch of books, we give them all a chance, and then we read the full book of ones that we find really interesting, because there's a lot to read, if I'm honest. There's 300 books that get entered into the competition, 30 books per group, and then we obviously read, and then we all put forward our favourite, and then we all read our favourite semi-finalists, and then we have to read all of the finalists. So, and then we have to put forward a finalist and read all the finalists. So it can be a lot of reading, and it's exciting. It's stressful, but exciting. So I'm looking forward to like kind of diving into my choices and fitting that into my never-ending TBR. But yeah, that's basically the start of this vlog. I'm going to leave this here, and I'll come back and talk to you probably tomorrow. I don't think it'll be later. I have a list of things that I need to do today. I've done one. I've put a wash on. I'm going to do a food shop at some point. I don't know if I'm going to go out at lunch or if I'm going to go after I finish work. I don't know what's going to be easier. And then I'm going to... And then obviously I'm working from home today, so I need to obviously work from home. But yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna stop talking and I will talk to you tomorrow. See you then. Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm working from home. You are on my stand, so you're on a tripod, but you are perched on my couch. So I'm trying not to move to like knock you off. But anyways, I am here because I haven't actually spoken to you for the past couple of days. And I think that's just because I haven't been slumping. I have been reading. You'll be happy to know. Well, rereading, actually. But yeah, I have been reading. I haven't been reading what I need to read, but sometimes I think that's okay. So I've actually managed to finish a book, and I have finished this, which is Death's Disciple, which you may or may not recognise. This was Esme's finalist for Spiffbo 9. Esme is part of my team. And I read it for Spiffbo. Now, I kind of had the urge to reread this, and that is what I've done, because I have not just seen, but a couple of days ago I saw that the cover for the third book has been announced, and I never actually continued the series. I have got an arc upstairs of Traitor's Tome, it's Tome because it's about a book, upstairs that I unfortunately have not read because I got myself overwhelmed with everything else. So I reread this so that I could know and remember what I'm going in for. And then when I picked up the second book just now, it has a summary in the front. Doesn't matter either way. I've reread this now, so yeah. If you don't know what this is a fantasy book. Obviously it was in Spiffbo 9. We are following a couple of different perspectives in this, believe it or not, but the main person that we're following is someone called Yala, and she is an ex-captain in the army. She used to be the captain of the flight division who flew war drakes, which in my head kind of look similar-esque to like wyverns or like dragons. But she is pulled out of her retirement where she went and retired in the jungle away from everyone because there is a prophecy about her and about how she is going to beat something called corruption, which is bad and wrong in this world, or it's seen to be. And I really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars, which I can now talk about because it's not during Spiffbo. So I gave this 4 stars. And like I said, really enjoyed it. You get different perspectives. You get Yala, you get to meet Kellen, who is a disciple of the sky. So he is working on behalf of the god of the sky, and he can essentially fly with that because he can control air. And we've got Nima, who is a disciple of life. So she has done a vow where she will not harm any living beings, and she can, make plants grow, and there are other really cool elements of her powers, but I'm not gonna really, they're not powers, they're like gifts from the gods. There's some really cool elements to that, which I'm not gonna go into because I feel like you need to discover it through the book, which I highly recommend. So definitely check this out, especially with the third one coming out. I know that because the third one's coming out, there will be a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter, I'm hoping they do the first and second book so that if any of you guys missed out, you can pick those up as well. I was contemplating picking up the next one like straight away, but I've been distracted by my shelves. So I need to read The Grace of Kings, but again, I'm kind of putting that on hold, really. I wanna just kind of take a break from it at the minute and then maybe pick it up again tomorrow. So I have the rest of today. I'm currently on my lunch break, which is why I'm filming this, and I have half a wrap here, which, side note, if you ever get the like Domino's garlic and herb sauce, like if you ever get like the big pot with your pizza, which is what me and Jack do, and then we share that, then you have 2 leftover little sauces, sorry, someone was driving outside the front of my house. I put one of those sauces in that wrap and it's actually amazing. back to reading, I kind of want to take the rest of today off of still reading The Grace of Kings, so I have got some options. I can carry on reading Credible Threats, which I'm actually picking up on and off, and I am really enjoying. But I've also bought down from my library this, which is The Fear of Montcroy by Brian Asher. I was very kindly sent a copy of this book. One of the things I'm trying, the same car's just driving up and down my street. One of the things I really want to get better at and kind of catch up with is catching up with all of the books that you lovely authors have actually sent to me, because going through this kind of like fantasy slump, funnily enough, has meant that I'm not really reading any fantasy books, or I'm not reading half as much. For the past couple of months my reading has been quite abysmal, so I'm hoping that now I am only taking part in Spiffbo. I'm not doing Sphinx again this year. I'm going to try not to like overload myself with certain things. Then I will actually catch up on myself and be able to shout about all the lovely indie authors who not only send me books, but also the books that have been brought to my attention because I do stalk Twitter for recommendations from all the lovely people that I follow on there, and also the authors that shout about their own books. So I might pick this up. This is a vampire book, I believe. After a mission against the Royal Vampiric Court goes horribly wrong, the Waywards are slaughtered, all except one, and I believe he has to kind of come back. And after a decade of living this double life, Davion has resigned himself to his new purgatory, but all will not remain calm for him at the court or the court. An unknown swordsman arrives, and after killing several royal vampires, rumour spreads that he's searching for anyone still belonging to the Wayward Order. Davion decides he must track down this mysterious swordsman, and will finding him mean freedom or his own demise. So it's a thrilling adventure. The other thing I will say is that Brian very kindly sent me another one of his books. I don't know if it says what it's called in here. The Treasure of Lorev, and I believe they're not all necessarily, I don't know if they're all interconnected, but they all take place in the same floating nations known as the Intercontinents, which is very cool. So I might pick this up because it's nice and short. Jackie is home tonight though, so I might not read too much because he's been away for the past, or like on really late shifts for the past couple of nights, and then he is working and away Friday night and Saturday. So I might just, you know, spend some time with him, but I am looking, well, I'm not looking, I will be spending Saturday with my friend, Saturday afternoon. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I did suggest that we just kind of go to her house and read because she says she wants to read, and if that's what she wants to do, then I will support that wholeheartedly because I need to read, and I would take The Grace of Kings with me to read. And maybe I'd be distracted by something else, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so I'm going to leave this here because now I've actually done an update. I do have a parcel that I need to collect from next door, but my next door neighbour's working shifts and only one car is outside, so I think he is back from his shift and is sleeping. So I might wait until after work when the rest of the family come back so I can get my parcel and then we can open it. It is my Fairy Loot parcel, and I know what the book is, so I'm very excited to see what they've done with that. But yeah, I've actually, yeah, despite not talking to you for 2 days, I feel like I've been quite productive in the reading space. Maybe not necessarily the rest of my life, but you know, in the reading space I feel like I've been quite productive, and I'm hoping it continues and that I can actually just start crossing things off again. I'm starting to kind of collate things that I need to read because obviously Spiffbo 10 has started, so I need to start looking at my batch, seeing what I want to put forward to the rest of my team as my semi-finalist. And then I've got loads of other things that I want to read as well, and I go away soon, so I need to make sure my Kindle is fully stocked. And I have actually found a number of audiobooks that I want to read on my library. My library seems to have like a sudden like revamp with all the books that it's got. They're not necessarily high epic fantasy books, which is good. A lot of them are pretty much the books that I've been getting in my book boxes, which is fantastic because I want to start crossing them off so that I can kind of say I've read them and then stand by the choices that I've made where I've cancelled my Illumicrate and my Lot library because I don't think they're gonna do anything currently that will make me want to resubscribe, which is sad, but it does mean that that money can go directly into my savings, which is an adult thing to do. So I'm gonna leave this here, finish my lunch, carry on with my work day, and then hopefully read some more as well. And then I'll probably come back tomorrow to update you as to whether I've finished anything, read anything. I'm also binging all of the Fairly Odd Parents on Paramount Plus, like not sponsored or anything. Jack just took out the subscription, I think, so he could watch Halo or something. And I was flicking through and they have all of the SpongeBobs, which I watch to go to bed now, and all of the Fairly Odd Parents. They also have Danny Phantom. So I'm sorted for the next however long. So yeah, that's, if you ever wonder like what's in the background when I work from home, is it something really sophisticated? No, it's Fairly Odd Parents. Reliving my childhood. Anyways, I'm going to leave this here and I will come back and talk to you tomorrow. I'll see you then. Hello everyone and happy Monday. So usually I would be here to finish off this vlog and I don't think I'm going to. Because I've just loaded the footage onto my computer and turns out I vlogged twice this week and I just don't really feel like that's good content to put out, you know? And if I have to skip a week, I have to skip a week. That's fine. Like, I need to stop beating myself up about that. So we're just gonna carry on with the vlog, and this is gonna carry on until probably while I go away, because this week I go away from Thursday. I'm going to Hamburg and I will be returning next Tuesday. So I have got my haul that I'm gonna put up on Monday so that I don't miss 2 weeks of content. So then at least I'm uploading a video a week, and then this will be finished, and then this will be finished and edited to go up the Monday afterwards, which I think I'm also on site for. I might not be, I can't remember my schedule completely, but over the next couple of weeks, well, the next 4 weeks to be exact, I'm away 3 times, so there's a lot going on. But because I'm not finishing this vlog, I can open some book mail with you. But first I have a reading update. So unfortunately there will be no live show for this book, The Grace of Kings, which I'm going to just hold up. Obviously this is not the cover, this is my protective cover for it, because Lisa did not enjoy it. Now, I am a big advocate of if you're not enjoying a book, DNF it. We were having a conversation backwards and forwards where she was saying that she was pushing through this book so that she could do the live show, but she's not going to continue the series. And I said, honestly, if you can't see yourself reading the rest of the series and you're struggling with the first book, why are you even reading it? Let's just cancel the live show, let's pick a new series, let's just read things that you also are going to enjoy, because it takes all the fun out of it, and I don't want to force her to read a book that she didn't enjoy, because the live show won't be enjoyable for you guys either, because she wouldn't necessarily be being her usual lovely, chaotic, chatty self, because she didn't enjoy the book. I, however, am enjoying the book, but I'm still completely happy to not finish the live show. It did take the pressure off as well, because in typical me form I did leave this to the last minute, but we are now 326 pages in, so I'm over halfway and I'm really enjoying this. So it's really slow going. If you ever want to read this series, and by series I mean the first book because I've not read the rest of them, just be prepared that it is really slow going. Like, it's so slow going, and I wasn't expecting it to be such a slog in the start, but now where I'm at, we are at the point where we are seeing rebellions, seeing like fighting. It is very much a military fantasy, and I didn't realise that I liked military fantasy this much. But here we are. I'm really enjoying this. The one thing I will say about this is that I'm so confused half the time about who is who, because we are introduced to so many characters. It's ridiculous. And trying to keep track of all said characters is a little bit difficult, but we're still reading. So that's the main thing. I will not be taking this away with me. I'm not travelling with this. I took it to my friend's house on Saturday. Let's do a recap actually, because I didn't vlog. The last time I vlogged was Thursday, worked from home on Friday, and then Jack went away for Friday night and Saturday night. Yeah, that's right. So Friday night, just stayed at home, read my book. Sunday, no, I missed a day. Saturday, I had a late start. It was really nice. I then went and met up with my friend. We went and did some adult tasks. We went to B&M, which is great because I needed like dishwasher stuff and washing stuff, which was stuff I needed to do. But sometimes adult tasks are just not fun by yourself, so you need someone else to come with you. So that's what we did. And then we went back to her flat and we just chatted for ages. Then we went back out and had Nando's, which I love and I haven't had for ages. They have mac and cheese now. Like, it was so good. And then we went back to her flat and we read, well, I read while she packed, and then she also joined me in reading. So I didn't leave until like gone 10 o'clock at night, because I was like, oh, actually maybe I should go home. And it was really nice to actually read with someone in person. Usually when I read, either I'm by myself, or Jack's gaming or watching something on the TV and I read my book. But then I'm quite easily distracted. It was really nice to sit in silence with someone and read a book, which I know is not everyone's cup of tea, but I think some of you who watch this will completely understand. So yeah, really enjoying this. That being said though, there is now no live show this month, but it does mean that the June pick is now Legacy of Ash by Matthew Ward. This is the copy that I won years ago that he signed, which is so cool. And I've been meaning to continue this series for the longest time, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read this chunker. Then I've heard so many good things. This is over 700 pages. I've heard so many good things about this series, and when people talk about reading this one, which is Before the Darkness, they've kind of struggled between the two, so yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes, and I'm looking forward to actually reading it. So there we go, we're actually going to complete a very big chunky trilogy, and then the sequel for this is actually coming out very, very soon. So I will be getting on that and finishing that. Maybe I'll travel with this actually when I go away, so I can finish this. Don't know. Anyways, besides the point. I have book mail to open. And now I feel as though this, what's it called? This vlog is now going to be really long. But I don't know how often I'm going to talk to you when I go away. I have a feeling that this is going to be so cool. Like, I think I've seen these online, and what this author has done is incredible. So this was sent to me on behalf of trying to get into it, indie book tours. So let's see if I can actually get into it. It is what I think it is. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. They have gone all out with this. Oh my goodness. Indie authors smashing it out the park. Guys, this is like a full-on PR package. What the heck? This is so cool. So there's a QR code that you can scan. It's very, very cool. Let's see what's inside. Okay. So it opens like a pizza box. The whole thing is like, look, it's got squiggles in it. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. So we have a bookmark. This is for Bloodwoven, by the way, which I'm going to say because obviously you're going to see it on the bookmark. So we have a Bloodwoven bookmark, which in itself is very cool. It's double-sided, which we love. We then have these. What are these? Are these stickers? They must... Oh, we've got a foot sticker. I've never had a foot sticker. Let's see if they... See, look, it's a little foot. So we have a foot. We have mushrooms. and we have a symbol. And I really don't know if I'm holding that up correctly, and I'm really sorry if I am not. So that's really cool. And then it's like packaged. It's so cool. Okay, so my note says, Chelsea, I appreciate the work you and Lisa put in to make this tour happen and working with my uncertain schedule. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Look at it. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. This is just so cool. Right, let's get into it then. Take all the sparklies off. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. It's like Christmas. I love book wrapping, honestly. Yeah, I have to say, like, indie authors are really knocking it out of the park with their presentation. Renia was beautifully packaged. Exile, I still have the wrapping paper. Look, and it's blood woven. How cool is this? Lynn is ready to settle down, then his world has shifted as magic is worked into his flesh against his will to save his life. Removal of the markings means a return to his old life, but to do so he'll have to help kill a man he considered an ally. Dun dun dun. How cool does that sound? And it's signed. Thank you so much. So this is the book. Obviously I've just shown you the cover. The author is G.J. Terrell. Really hope I'm saying that right. Oh my gosh, and look at the back of this. It's like the full artwork. How cool is that? This is so cool. Thank you so much for sending me this, and just this presentation, and this box is absolutely amazing. We are doing a book tour for Bloodwoven. I need to pull up the schedule because my brain is mush at the minute. And you will be seeing some lovely posts from our reviewers. So the book tour from this is from the 10th to the 14th of June. So very shortly you will be seeing this. Hopefully, if my schedule works out, I will be reading this that week. So I can also tell you my ideas the week after the tour, which is what I would love to start doing. Unfortunately, sometimes that just doesn't, you know, work out. We are very busy at the minute. We've got the whole of June booked out, which is incredible. So thank you so much to any authors that have put their trust in us, in myself and Lisa, for doing these book tours and the cover reveals, and just to all our amazing reviewers as well. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for like joining in and reviewing these books. They put in so much hard work and dedication, and they're all amazing. So thank you so much to everyone involved. So yeah, there we go. Book mail, reading update, loving life. This vlog is going to continue. So I'll come back and talk to you tomorrow, probably. I'll see you then. Bye. Hello everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm packing to go, which is why there is stuff everywhere. Don't really know what I need to tell you. Probably not a lot. But I have got my trusty books to take with me. I've literally just packed these, so I don't know why I'm taking them out. But I'm going to take them out so I can show you what I'm taking. I'm taking these partially because obviously I want to read them, but also partially because I want to get some good photos of them. First one being Evocation by S.T. Gibson. I am so sad that I'm missing the tour for this, like the physical Her Coming to Birmingham tour, because the dust jacket for the tour, I'm not really a pink girl, but I love it. Like, it's so pretty. But I have my beautiful ARC and I'm yet to finish it, so I need to finish it. This comes out on the 28th, so I come back by then, I think. But I'm hoping to get some of this read in the airport. And then I'm also going to take The Darkness Before Them by Matthew Ward, and I'm going to start this once I have finished Evocation. Now, is this too ambitious for a work trip? Yes, because I also have my Kindle. I'm not 100% sure if I'm actually going to take my Kindle, which sounds like sacrilege, but hear me out. I have put my Kindle account on my iPad. So do I really need to take my Kindle when I'm going to have it on my iPad? No, not really. So I might just take my iPad because I need that for work and leave my Kindle here. Obviously my Kindle is smaller and easier to read from because the iPad is iPad-y size. It's not a technical term, but you know what I mean. Also, it's easier to like dull down. It's got a matte screen. I do prefer reading on my Kindle, but I'm trying to not overpack so much. So yeah, this is ambitious. Will I finish both of these books? Probably not. I am hoping though that because I'm at the airport tomorrow, my flight is at 1:20. I get into Hamburg at gone 3, I think. And then I don't have to be on site until Friday, so it means that Thursday afternoon is all mine. I can do what I want, and I kind of want to go to the hotel. Hopefully my room will be ready and I can check in, and then I want to go because I want to empty my backpack, which is here, of like my work stuff, my iPad, all that stuff, and literally just take my book or my books and stuff. And then there's a couple of like, I think there's like an arboretum or something like that. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be doing, or maybe even just find like a restaurant and go and read by myself, because obviously once I get onto site I will be knackered every single day. So if I could, yeah, literally go, drop off my stuff and go and enjoy some of the sights before, that would be amazing. So yeah, ambitious, but we're going to try anyways. So yeah, 70 of this. I reckon I could easily, I've only got like 200 pages left of this, and I want to have this finished before obviously it goes live. Gets published, whichever, you know, technical term. So yeah, taking that, and then I'll cross that off. Darkness Within them I need to read because book 2 is coming out. I really enjoyed what I read, I just never unfortunately finished it because, you know, me and my brain. And I have offered to do another interview with Matthew, should he so wish. And also we have changed the It's All About Fantasy schedule, which I think I've already mentioned in this vlog, to read the Legacy trilogy. So obviously I want to be up to date with all of his new stuff when I go back and read his backlist, because I want to see and compare and contrast and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I just need to pack now. Thought I'd check in because I haven't checked in a while. I need to pack all of my clothes that I need. I've got my wash kit, I've got my hat, which is looking a little bit worse for wear actually now, but I suppose that means I'm not pointing it out as the new kid on the block anymore, so that's good. I've got my passport and stuff here. I've got my little bag. Oh gosh, I'm breaking things. My little bag that I wear when I'm at the airport with it just has like my phones. I put my work phone and my phone in this, and then I usually put money in the front and my, what's it called, my passport. So then I'm not faffing with everything. That's the goal. We love a goal. So yeah, this is like my passport, my phone, some money. And then it's also really easy because when I get on the plane I take it off and I put it in the front pocket and I can't lose anything because it's all there. I am sad though because I've got a middle seat. I freaking hate the middle seat, but I didn't book a seat beforehand because I thought I would save company money and not book a seat, not pay for it. Now I'm sad about it, but we'll see. My flight on the way back is looking a lot emptier. Apparently everyone is on their way to Hamburg tomorrow. So it's going to be a full flight and it's going to be fun. But yeah, so that's literally the long and short of it. Just thought I'd give you an update, and I'm going to leave this here so I can pack, and then I'm going to pack you. And this is the first time I'm travelling with the new bag, so need to make sure that everything fits how I want it to fit. So I'm not just like rooting around everywhere for stuff, because it's not what anybody wants. Nobody wants to be rooting anywhere because it's annoying. So yeah, I will come back and talk to you when I am in Germany. See you then. Hello everyone and happy Thursday. I'm in my hotel. Literally, I have 2 single beds. Love that for me. So I get to pick which one I want to sleep on, which is fine. Yeah, I'm now here. I feel like it took forever to get my bag from the airport because, actually I don't know why, it seemed as though they gave us, like they put a load of bags in, and I think it was because they were taking carry-on bags at the gate because the flight was full. And of course I sat next to the person that was like clearing their throat in a weird, not very pleasant way. I'll be back. That was my work phone that just went off. Can't remember where it was. Oh, person sitting next to me coughing, child across the aisle coughing, someone behind me coughing. It was great. I'm hoping that I'm gonna stay fine, fit and healthy because I literally have like a week. Wait, I get back on Tuesday. Yeah, I have about a week and a couple of days until I'm off again, so like on site, so I need to not be poorly. But I do have updates apart from the coughing. I actually have done some reading today, so I finished a book already. I finished A Song of Wraith and Ruin by Roseanne something Brown. I want to say Roseanne A. Brown. There's my emails going already. Which was alright. I'm thinking 3 stars. It's very much YA. I did love the twist. There's a twist in it. Which I enjoyed greatly, because it's not like fully romance, but I think the reason I also did kind of like it was because it was YA romance. There was a fade to black scene, actually I think there was 2, so older YA, I don't really know. I'm not really a big romance reader, to be fair, as I say in every single video, and as I say that, I'll show you the book I'm now reading, which doesn't fit that sentence at all. But yes, so finished that. I reckon it's a 3 stars. Haven't done a through call pile yet, but I will. And then you'll obviously find out the finalised version in my wrap up probably at this point. But I'm glad I finished that because that was my buddy read with Kate this month, which is the only thing that I've actually managed to finish buddy read wise, or what they called. And buddy read and read long read, because I still haven't finished The Grace of Kings yet, which I will finish hopefully when I get home, but I didn't want to travel with it because it's a very beautiful edition, and it was a hardback, so they're heavy. And then when I got on the plane I picked up Ification by S.T. Gibson, which is out at the end of this month. I believe it's the 28th, so what's that, next week? Tuesday, I think? Let me check just to be sure. Yeah, Tuesday. I don't know if that'll mean anything to you because this vlog probably won't go up until the week after. Maybe I'll upload twice in that week. I don't know yet. Anyways, yeah, started reading this again. I was 90 odd pages in. I'm now like 136. I'm literally almost halfway. Halfway is like here. So I'm so close to halfway, it's ridiculous. I'm actually really enjoying this, you know, because the idea is obviously there's going to be some like romancy things in here. But I think my biggest problem with romance a lot of the time is like insta-love. I freaking hate insta-love. I hate when characters are all of a sudden like, I've seen you, you're beautiful, I want you. Fourth Wing vibes, because oh my god, that does my head in. However, in this book we are following David, who is very straight-laced and, you know, high society and all that fun stuff. We follow Reese, who is David's ex, and we follow Moira, who is Reese's wife. So you see the trouble already there, and now these 3 characters have to interact. I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. There's some touching moments as well in here, if I'm honest, mainly between David and Moira, which is really, really nice to see, because at the start of this book they don't get on. There's been a big falling out 6 months ago. You don't know what it is. At the start of the book, Moira has point blank turned around and said, I don't want David in the house. Reese no longer talks to David. It's been 6 months. Obviously they used to date. So from David's point of view, it's like, oh, he's got all these boundaries and rules and stuff and he's keeping me out. And from Reese's point of view, he's like, well, I'm trying to keep my wife happy because there's a lot of stuff that she's unhappy with, and obviously he's an ex. So there's a lot going on, but I'm actually surprisingly enjoying this, which is really, really good. So I am looking forward to carrying this on. I'm currently just sending some emails because obviously I've been flying, so I'm sending some emails to catch up on. It is 6:30 here, and then I think I'm going to go on a bit of a walk to try and find a supermarket and food because I need to eat. Alternatively, if I just find a supermarket, I was kind of hoping, I was like, oh, I land at 3:30, it's gonna be fine, I'm gonna get out at 4 and then I can go and do some sightseeing. No, we were delayed. We weren't even delayed, it was just we were late taking off. It took them forever to load everyone onto the plane because we had to get the bus to the plane, which always takes longer, and the plane was full, so full. So yeah, it's one of them, really. Oh, that's a closer one. Maybe we'll go to that. Oh no, that's closed. I'm trying to find a supermarket. I could walk to Lidl. I love how Lidl is like classed as a discount store. Anyways, yeah, so I need to find food. If I can't find food, or I don't really see anything on my walk that I wish to eat, I might just Uber Eat some shit. If I'm honest, I don't really know where to go. I'm literally as well by a train station, so I could really jump on a train somewhere. I just don't know where I'd go, and that's kind of sad yet. But as I was saying, I was hoping to do some sightseeing, or at least like, I don't know, catch the train. There's loads of parks around here. Germany is so freaking green, it's ridiculous, which I really miss. I remember growing up in a part of Germany and just so many trees, but I digress. But yeah, so I was hoping to like go and find a park maybe, because I knew the weather was going to be nice. It was nice, it is nice outside, but not to be, because obviously now it's 6:30 and I don't want to go and sit in the park. I want to kind of like go to the supermarket, get some snacks, get some food, and then go to bed or curl up and read. So that's the aim now, which is a shame. But if I get out early at all, then I will figure out what I'm doing. I also need to figure out how I'm getting into the venue, but again, I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I was hoping I would, but we'll see. Yeah, anyways, babbling, so I'm gonna leave this here. I will come back and talk to you either later with a snack haul or tomorrow with a snack haul, and we will carry on. I'm gonna finish sending some emails. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hello, it's still Thursday. I have just come back upstairs. I went out on a mission to find food. I found an abundance of food restaurants and then could not make my mind up as to what it was I wanted to eat, which was great. And then resulted in me coming back to the hotel. I went to Lidl first. I found Lidl. I walked in a whole lap. Like, I ended up coming back to my hotel, like I walked out of my hotel and went left. I came back from the right. Like, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. I then came back to the hotel and I've just spent like €32.50 on some very posh chicken and mushy veg and stuff. It was great. It tastes really nice, don't get me wrong, but I sent a photo of it to Jack and he was like, what the heck even is that? Like, the chicken was in a triangle. Like, okay. Anyways, I have a miniature snack haul while I'm trying to yet again transfer some documents. I got 2 cans of Coke because why not? Should have probably got water. I have water, but I Probably should have got more. And then I've got some like snacky bits for lunch, which I've left over there. I've got like, I think one of them is a cheese and ham roll, but it looks like a sausage roll. And then the other looks like a slice of pizza, but I'm not too sure if it is. So I got both, just in case I like one and not the other, or if I like both, brilliant. But I thought, just to be safe, I'll get a selection. And then I got snacks. So these are, they look like the Prince biscuits that I love from when I'm in France, because they've got the chocolate cream in the middle. So I thought I'd get some of these as like a sweet treat. And then I saw these and I was like, I don't know what these are, but I like paprika. They're kangaroos. How cool is that? So yeah, that is my snack haul. I'm going to take these with me tomorrow. So I'm not going to open these. But I think I might have one or two of these while possibly watching NCIS. And or reading my book. So yeah, and then tomorrow I'm on site, and the team got on site for 8. I will try to be on site for 8, but I feel as though I might get a little bit lost trying to get into the venue. So when I went on my walk, my goal was to kind of like suss out the venue. I walked around it, or around part of it. I need to enter through, excuse me, gate B6. I found B1 and I think it just carries on that way. So we're gonna just walk down that road tomorrow and try and get in. It is a bit of a way. It's gonna take me a while, I think. But it is what it is. I think what I'm actually gonna do now, so I'm going to jump in the shower, which is actually behind this window. It's a freaking window into the shower room, which is weird. Yeah, I'm going to jump in the shower, take my contacts out, get nice and clean because I feel really sweaty now because it's quite warm here actually, and I'm walking around in this massive ass hoodie. And then I'm going to get in my new pyjamas because I've got brand new pyjamas for this trip, and I didn't buy them for this trip. I just bought the short versions of a pair of pyjamas that I really, really love. But I've not worn them yet, so be clean. And then get in bed, read a vacation, eat some biscuits, drink my Coke. Sounds good, hey. This is why, it's not just this, but this is one of the reasons why I've put on weight since joining this job, because when I'm abroad, trying to find Pepsi Max sometimes is actually really difficult. I don't like Diet Coke. I kind of like Coke Zero, but again, sometimes finding it is really difficult. So when I'm abroad, I drink full fat Coke and Fanta, neither of which are low in sugar. So, you know. Oh, and the biscuits as well. The snacks that I eat are not great. But yeah, I'm going to go and basically get ready for bed because it's almost 9 now and I'm tired. So that's what we're going to do. I'll see you later. Hello everyone and happy Friday. I'm going to apologise in advance for the state of my face. I am having some massive hay fever reaction to being here, so that's good. I love it when this happens. I have got my hay fever medication, but this is apparently like what it's like once I've taken the edge off of it with the medication, so it's still pretty bad. But I thought I'd come on and talk to you because I actually have reading updates, guys. I've read something. I have read the entirety of An Ember in the Ashes in one day. I will just wait for the applause. Thank you very much. Yeah, I literally borrowed it, used it, don't know. I used BookBeat, which I'm sure a lot of you might have seen other booktubers like promoting and stuff. This is not sponsored, I don't have anything with them, but I used someone's code to check it out, see what was available. And yeah, I was like, oh, I know there's other stuff that I kind of need to read. I was gonna listen to The Darkness Before Them on audiobook so that I can actually like get through it. However, it's a female narrator and I don't know, I just wasn't gelling with it when I listened to the sample, so I'm not going to buy an audiobook that I don't really like the voice actor for. Nothing against them, it's personal preference obviously. So yeah, not going to do that, so I need to read that physically. So I was like, oh, what can I read instead? What have I been meaning to read? And I did have An Ember in the Ashes on my TBR for the Reddit bingo. I'm really close to you, aren't I? Sorry. Yeah, for Reddit bingo, as, what was the prompt? Oh, if I need to swap out the buddy read prompt, because I don't think I'm going to take part in a Reddit buddy read. So I took a prompt from the board from last year or the year before, whatever. You got to swap it out for a previous prompt, and An Ember in the Ashes fits whatever that prompt was going to be. It also fits the very first prompt, which is the first book in a series, but it has to be a series longer than 3 books because this is a quartet. So I could do that for that as well, which is quite nice because I'm actually like making headway in my Reddit bingo. Like I'm actually reading some stuff from it, which is really, really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I actually thought I was going to as well. It's dual perspective. So we are in Leia's point of view and Elias, and they are different parts of this country. Elias is basically what is the stronger part of this country, I guess, the people who rule it, and Leia is from the, well, they're called the Scholars, and they are seen as lower, lesser than, all those fun things. And right at the start of the book, Leia is subjected to a lot of family loss because her brother is involved in something he shouldn't be, and essentially the police force in this world come to her house to raid it in search of whatever her brother has done wrong, and she ends up losing family and her brother. And then through this she decides that she's going to go find the rebels and ask them for their help, and this involves going to the like war school for the higher ups. I think this description is terrible, but I'm very sorry, but it's basically the point of it. What I enjoyed about this book is that in Elias's point of view, you are seeing him do trials. I love a good trial, in order to work out who will become the next emperor. And in Leia's point of view, she was really annoying to begin with, personally, but she became so much stronger and so much more assured of herself, I think is the right phrase. She became a really, really interesting character. I really enjoyed her arc. I understood why she took the path she did, why I found her annoying in the beginning, and then obviously found that she was more relatable towards the end, which I greatly appreciated. But yeah, I think, I haven't put it through Corpal yet, but I think it's going to be a 4 stars, if I'm completely honest, which is a good score. And I'm really pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed that book and how fast I read it. So from tomorrow, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to download The First Binding by R.R. Birdie, and I'm going to listen to that because I have been very lucky in receiving a ARC for the second book. I've got the ebook on my Kindle, and I need to read that before it obviously releases. So I'm going to listen to the first one via audiobook because it's a big old book, and I don't want to buy the ebook. I'm also on site, so it's easier for me to actually listen to audiobook, sorry, when I'm on site, because I'm just standing around, which is quite cool. And I also find that I enjoy audiobooks a lot more when I'm reading them on site, because I'm reading them on site for long periods of time. Like I said, I read the whole of An Ember in the Ashes today, which is like a 12-13 hour audiobook, and I only listened to that on 1.7, so I can still like pay attention to it, but also pay attention to what's going on around me because I'm still working. So yeah, I feel like I'll really enjoy The First Binding reading it that way, because obviously I'm going to be listening to it for prolonged periods of time, which is great. Do I have anything else to tell? Oh, I've read more of Evocation. I am now 150 pages in. And I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I am enjoying watching Reese and Moira kind of become closer, because they're not just becoming closer because they have to, they're becoming closer because they're doing, well, he's trying to teach Moira how to, like, he's helping her with something that she needs help with, and she is helping him with something he needs help with, and they are going through, like, weird instances together, which is obviously bringing them closer together as people, which is quite nice. There is already points where I'm at where Reese is looking at both of them and going, oh, I want to kiss you, and I want to kiss you, and for those bits I'm like, oh, get a grip, I don't care. But I'm actually enjoying watching the friendship blossom, and if it becomes obviously more, which I think it's pegged to do, but I don't really know if it will, or how it will, then at least with Moira and David, I don't feel like it's such a, like, wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing. So yeah, I am gonna finish my drink, and I might sit in bed and read a little bit more, because it's only 9 o'clock. But I was up at 5:45 this morning because I left the curtains open, thinking it'd be really nice to, like, wake up naturally to the sunlight. That was not the case. It was not nice. It was nice because at that time I was, like, fully awake, but it was not nice because it was 5:45 and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even set my alarm for another hour and a half. What is this? So yeah, that's the long and short of it. Oh, I got new snacks. I need to show you them. Also from this, I got vanilla flavoured Coke Zero. Because today I only had water and I wanted a fun drink. I bought Active O2. So water. I don't know if this is fizzy or not. But I got one in lemon and one in peach, because I was like, well, chances are I'm going to like one of them. With the idea that I will take one with me tomorrow with a Coke Zero, and then I'll take one with me on Sunday with a Coke Zero, maybe, if I fancy having both, because the shops aren't open and there is nowhere to get lunch either where I am, so that's fun. But on Monday my manager, well, my boss, is coming, so maybe we can get food together, whatever. I got 2 boxes of Lion bars because there's 4 in each, which means I can take 2 on site for the next couple of days. Yeah, I'm on site for 4 more days, so I can take 2 on site per day, and I will have snacks. And I got this. These are trolley sweets, which are kind of like the German Haribo, if I'm honest. But I remember having these when I grew up here. These are some of my favourites, and they're in, like, the little dinky packages. So these are the sour worms, which are actually not overly sour. Then we've got the squiggles, which I don't really remember, but essentially these are like gummy bears, you know. And then the best part, they have the burgers. Did anyone have these growing up? I know we can also get these in the UK now. I like the little gummy burgers. These are my favourite things growing up. I'm going to have one of them now. I love them so much. Oh, and then they've got the berries. The berries, which are actually quite nice as well. Right, cool. Yeah, so I'm happy I've got some, like, sweet treats as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go possibly read a vacation, or maybe I'll just watch something on TV. I don't know. Eat my little burger and then go to sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow with how much I've read, because I was on a roll today. I was determined to finish that book today. Speak to you tomorrow. Hello everyone, and happy Saturday. I look so much better and I don't sound so snotty. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is. I've just got back. It's 7 o'clock. Well, just gone 7. I have got an hour left of a book. I also have so much food. So I ordered Domino's to my hotel because I could. And I was like, what do I want? And they do this thing where you can, like, get, I think we have it, I'm pretty sure we've got it in the UK, but I've never ordered it in the UK because when I order Domino's, I'm usually ordering, funnily enough, a lot more food. So I got a cookies and cream thick shake. I think these are, yeah, these are like cheesy things, which is buzzing. These sauces are a lot bigger than I thought. I got a, can't say that, apparently it's garlic and a barbecue honey sauce as well. And then, oh, it's so cute. They're very skinny. I got my little pizza, my chicken, and apparently some potato version of things, because I didn't really want to go out today, so I thought, oh well, I'll order more sides and it'll be fine. I might need a bit more than this, but I will get through it. Can't even like get any of the shake out. It's super thick, which terrifies me a little bit, because that means I'm gonna, oh god, there you go. Oh, that's good. Wow. That's really, really good. I like that a lot. But yeah, I started reading The Silver Blood Promise by, is it James Logan? It's a new book, and it's so good. I did get it as an ARC, but I suck, so I didn't actually read it as an ARC, because of course I didn't. But that's fine. I have an hour or so left of it. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to actually like talk to you about it more. It's now officially out, so you can go and grab it if you want. I'm starving, so I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to put Bob's Burgers on, because I can't find anything else that I want to watch at the minute, or I might put some YouTube on. And yeah, I'm gonna just chill out. So I'll come and talk to you probably with a more concise version of thoughts and feelings either later or tomorrow now, if I'm honest, but I just kind of want to eat and then go to bed, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I will talk to you later. Hello everyone, and happy Sunday. I have Uber because I got home later than I thought. So I got home at like, I say home, back to my hotel at like 10 to 8. It's now 8:45, so I had to wait a little bit for my food, but I thought, oh well, I'll order, because then I will definitely be back before dark. I won't have to faff with anything, it'll be good. Oh, chips, oh my god, I was not expecting them to be that big. Oh my goodness, these are mac and cheese balls. I'm gonna have to send a photo of that to Jack, because they're fucking huge. Excuse the language. And then this is a dirty Sal. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wrap. Oh my god. It all smells amazing. And I've got some chips as well. I've got my Coke Zero Vanilla that I got the other day. This is not a food channel, but you know, here we are. I do have a quick reading update while we are here. So I managed to did I finish that today? Pretty sure I did. Hey, I finished Thingy. What is Thingy, you ask? I wish I could tell you. I finished The Silver Blood Promise. Yes, I did. Today I gave it 4 stars. I've already put it through Compile. I did it while I was out. I thought this was a really, really good debut. I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait for the next book. I have pre-ordered the paperback of this book because I didn't want to buy a hardback just in case I didn't love it. And I would say that I don't necessarily need a, what's it called? That's my face. I don't necessarily need a hardback pretty edition of this book. I did enjoy it. I thought it was really enjoyable. However, I can wait, and I am getting the paperbacks and I can reread it when the next book comes out. That's my aim. I need to rate it on NetGalley because that is, I got a paperback. No, I didn't. I got a ebook ARC on NetGalley. Hold. And because of my slump and stuff, I just didn't manage to read it. So I've now read it. I can review it. Happy days. I want to finish Evocation today if I can. But I'm gonna sit here, eat my food, watch Bob's Burgers because I'm loving that. And then tomorrow, we're so close to being done. So close. The plan was to get everything done today and then just clean tomorrow. However, some things have taken a little bit longer than I think they originally planned for them to take. So here we are. And that's the long and short of it. I'm starving. So I'm going to stop talking and I will come back and talk to you tomorrow with another update, hopefully saying like, oh, I finished another book. Oh, while I am here, I have started another audiobook because I'm making the most out of my free trial of BookBeat. I think I'm going to do a review video of BookBeat because I have a lot of thoughts and I want to tell you about them. Not bad thoughts, but like I want to give you like a full rundown of my thoughts on BookBeat, because I see a lot of these like subscription audiobook things float around, and a lot of YouTubers and booktubers get these deals to like promote them and get free books and whatever. So I love audiobooks when I'm on site, so I read predominantly more audiobooks when I am on site, and I think it's just worth like feeding back and telling you more. But I've started The Temptation of Magic, which is the latest Fairy Loot book that I got because it literally fits in the time I have left of my free trial by like 4 minutes. So I'm getting the most out of my free trial, guys. That's what I do. But yeah, I need to shut up. I'm so hungry. I will come back and talk to you later. Hope you're having a good evening or whatever. See you later. Hello everyone and happy Wednesday. So I was hoping to finish this vlog on Monday to try and keep that consistency going, but I didn't leave site until gone 10 o'clock at night on Monday. So yeah, my main priority then was just to make sure my bags were packed, because then I went back on site yesterday and I flew home in the evening. We got delayed by like 45 minutes, which on an earlier flight wouldn't have bothered me so much, but it meant I didn't get home until like 20 past 11. So I was very tired when I got home. Jack bought me a ready meal, which was very nice of him, and then literally just crashed. I woke up at 7 this morning and then refused to get up, so I have been in bed sleeping on and off until my alarm went off at 11 because I need to go to a doctor's appointment. But I thought I would just quickly finish this vlog here. I have finished some books, but I think I'm gonna immediately start the next vlog from here and then tell you all about that there, because I feel like this vlog could be long enough as it is. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna talk to you literally in a second, but you'll see this next week. If you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a like, really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below just telling me how you are. If you just want to leave me an emoji, leave me any plain emojis. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ringing that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload new videos. But yeah, that is everything from me. I hope you're having an amazing day and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!